First to developing news, 3 former Memphis police officers were just acquitted of second-degree murder in the death of Tyre Nichols. His beating death 2 years ago sparked nationwide protests and calls for reform. Matt Howerton joins us live from the newsroom with more details. Matt, does this mean these officers are now able to walk free?
Well, yes, Chris, for now, but all of these officers have already pleaded guilty to or been convicted of federal crimes in connection with this case, and sentencing for that was postponed until these charges of murder could be considered in this state trial. So these officers will serve time, but not for murder, meaning it'll probably be less time. And the key here for the defense seems to be a change of venue, an out-of-town jury. This case got so much publicity and outrage that attorneys for the officers were able to get the trial moved from Shelby County, that's where Memphis is the county seat, to Hamilton County. Chattanooga is the county seat there, and there's a lot of differences. The jury pool vastly different. Hamilton County leans more Republican. Shelby County leans more Democratic. Shelby County has a higher black population. Hamilton County, where this trial was, does not. Mind you, the victim and the officers are all African American. The prosecution relied heavily on that body camera video of what happened after Nichols ran from a traffic stop, which is hard to watch here. Nichols took 2 kicks to the head, 3 baton strikes, and 5 punches to the face, the prosecution argued. The jury started deliberations at 12:30 just after noon yesterday, took the night off, and then came back to return their verdict today. Again, what is shocking is all 3 officers acquitted, not one found guilty per this out-of-town jury. Shelby County's district attorney said today's decision was disappointing.
The more culpable defendants were not present. Then that allowed the remaining defendants to point the finger at others. I personally think that when you take a look at all of the evidence, that shouldn't matter. Perhaps the jury took a different view. It's just impossible to say.
And the DA there talking about 2 other officers who were connected to all of this but weren't tried, with all 3 of these that were acquitted today. Attorneys for Nichols' family called the acquittals a miscarriage of justice, and attorneys for the officers, they argued that Nichols was resisting when he ran from their traffic stop and refused to comply with commands, and that their actions were consistent with police training. But a lot of reactions still coming in from this case. A lot of people on the East Coast thought this was an open and shut thing. Turns out it's not the case. Back to you, Chris.
All right, thanks for that context, Matt.